can you tell us a little bit, how did you, what changes in your dietary regimen did you make after you found out that you had the early colon cancer? Did you make any changes?
Yes, I did. Because of the grow up, I started to use a lot more fruits and vegetables. I stayed away from the white rice. I found out as time went on that sugar feeds cancer. A lot of people don't understand what that is, but starchy foods will feed off of that sugar, and that sugar is what actually builds and causes the cancer to grow. So if you reduce that and cut that out completely, you know, you will be able to save yourself a lot more time on this earth, one. Two, the fact that you're taking in a lot more leafy vegetables and stuff. Broccoli, I ate a lot of broccoli. I love broccoli. I increased that twice as much as I was doing before. I used brown rice. I stayed away from the white rice. Brown rice is the best thing to be used with regard to this process right now for me. And I started to make sure that I took some additional vitamins and stuff, vitamin D pills and that sort of stuff. So I changed everything I was eating. I was eating a lot of rich and unhealthy stuff as I thought it was at that time, but I changed it completely.
Most of America is eating a lot of unhealthy stuff, but I'm proud of you for making those changes. You mentioned broccoli. Just a quick aside, of course, you know that is one of the cruciferous vegetables, as in crucify, and the cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and so on, they actually are thought by many to strengthen to cleanse the inside of the bowel, and actually help to strengthen the immune system in the bowel.
On top of that, I also used a lot of blueberries and things because they were high in antioxidants, and that allowed my body to regenerate and be quite happy with what was now transpiring in my body. I mean, I was taking a lot of things like, you know, sodas. I mean, that has sugar in it, and I'm trying to cut. You know, you need to cut that out. So once you cut the sugar out, by all means, you're putting yourself into a healthier state of mind and healthier body.
So in summary, you reduce your free carbohydrates, your refined carbohydrates, and you add of complex carbohydrates, greens and vegetables, and leafy greens and vegetables. Why did you decide that you were going to share this information rather than just go on with your life?
I think one of the things that's happened recently is that a lot of people figured that, you know, it can't happen to me. And, you know, they hold a lot of that information. They don't pass that information on. I've realized that African Americans do not pass that information on. And I think that's something that needs to be done. I mean, at 50 years old, you don't want to wait to find out then. You need to find out if you have a family history, as you said before, and start to check on those things. So you need to start looking at yourself and looking at your offspring. Because one of the things that I had to do after that was I had to make sure that my daughters were tested for any indicators of possible cancer. And that has worked out well for me because it saves myself a headache.
Saves you worry.
A lot of worry. I think that, you know, the quicker that people understand how this thing comes about, the cancer comes about, and the method and preventing it is better. You don't want to wait till it's too late, as I said before.